Welcome back, everybody. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know I've been getting quite a few new people, and I really appreciate it. And if you're my friends from subscribing from the very beginning, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been getting a lot of love with this series, and I really appreciate it. So keep it up, guys. Keep it up. I'm enjoying it. Okay, so what I'm doing with these papers that I have put in here for just journaling, I am just doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Alright, so just in case some of you guys who are mini album makers, I'm going to go over a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Very easy. You need 3 times the length of your longest, the part that you're sewing. So that direction, you need 3 times the length in your thread, at least. You can go more if you want to. Normally, I would kind of come down an inch and up an inch, and then the center, I'm just going to freestyle it, which is totally something you can do. And on this one, I had the tie on the inside, okay? And when you want the tie on the inside, you will start on the inside and push your needle from the inside to the outside and leave a tail. If you want to leave all of this on the outside of your signature, then you would start on the outside and leave a tail. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I am going to do this one the same way I did the other one. Now, I've gathered my papers. These are super easy because they're all the same length. They're all the same width. All you got to do is make sure you've got them all pushed into the corner, and then you can just give yourself some assistance holding everything. So I'm going to come down about an inch. And I want to squeeze the center section so that when that goes through, it will come out on the fold. That is what you're really trying to do, is keep your stitching right into this folded area. This way it's a little more difficult. Gonna find your center, and you want to push straight down, and you want to make sure that when it's coming out the other end, that it's coming right through the line. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Now this is just copy paper, so I do need to be somewhat careful because the paper will rip on me. Okay, and then I'm going to come down. You want to keep it taut. You don't want a dumb. Keep it tight or taut. Keep it taut. You don't want a dumb paper. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay, and again, we're coming up through the center to the outside, and we want to make sure, see, and this way, I missed it. Do you see? It's not on the corner. It's close enough, but I would prefer, so I'm going to just kind of move back just a little bit, and I'm going to try it again. There we go. Much better. Almost the same, but a little bit better. And pull. Get it nice and taut. Now, you're going to come back and go through this middle hole again. And the only thing you're really trying not to do is have your needle get into the thread. because you want this thread to run through all by itself and not be hindered by it being caught with the needle and you sewing the threads so that they won't move. You don't want that. Don't want that. So when we get to this point, we want to make sure that this, by pulling on the top here, it's going to tighten, and you want to pull away because that's the way it's looking. You want to make sure it's tightening this, and if it's tightening that, then without pulling on the string that you're holding with the needle, then you did just fine and you didn't catch it. And then we're going to, I'm sorry, I'm just blabbering away, and basically you're done. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to put the needle in a hole 4 times. Really? Not hard. Not hard. Okay, and I am going to get my knot to come right to that hole. I'll put my finger there. I loosened up a little bit, which is okay. It just makes for a little bit of a loose, yeah, it's a little too loose. So I'm going to try and work underneath here for a smidge. Oh, that didn't work out at all. At all. Come up underneath. Come through there. Okay, and I'm going to do that again. So I come underneath, and the same string I'm putting through the loop. There we go. Now that tightened things up just a smidge. Yep. Good. Okay, and then we'll leave these in. Now, with these, you can find a little charm, because this will make a good bookmark. You know, okay, I'm writing in here right now. If you have a little charm on the end of this to hold it, you have a placeholder, okay, for where you're writing. And you can see it on the top, so you know that is your page, okay? So a little bead, a little charm, whatever floats your boat on that one. So we do want both of these to have a simple pamphlet stitch done to them. And we're going to use some elastic for these. So you will be able to put these in and out, make some new ones. Once you've filled all this up, make some new ones and put them back in, so you can keep going with it. Yes. So now, I do believe, between these two, which are shorter, but that's okay, and these two, that we are looking at a relatively full, because, you know, we're going to put stuff in these. Okay? So that's going to be good. So we have a good setup for that. Okay. That's about it for right now. I'm going to work a little bit off camera and get some of these things done, because I don't want this to be such a horribly long video, and most of the things that I'm doing is just gluing paper, you know, and you guys have seen all that. So I want to get this a little bit further along, and then we're going to start the box. So probably the next video will be starting the box. Yes! Remember, my videos come out, hopefully, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So, yay! I'll talk to y'all later. Love you much. Bye! Oh, turn you off first. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, I still have a couple of build items for the mini album book, and it's this 4th page of the first base page, so the back page of the first base page. I want to make a triangle pocket, so I'm going to get this piece. Yep, I am going to get this piece. Trying to figure out how I can use up all my scraps. You know, you don't want a bunch of those. So the first thing I want to do is get this cut to the size that I'm kind of looking for my triangles. Now I want to bring it down some. You know, shorten it up a little bit, and I need to shorten it up this way a little bit. So let me see. I'm going to, and we're going to have to make our own little, yeah, our own flaps for it. Okay, so first, let's get this cut. I'm just, you know, just like I would matting it or something, you know, I'm leaving a little bit of a black edge all the way around. Okay, so this is basically 6 1/2, and this is 6 1/4. I think what I want to do is this here is 6 1/2. So half of 6 1/2 is 3 1/4. So I'm going to cut this 3 1/4 squared. Okay? I'm going to cut it 3 1/4 this way and 3 1/4 this way. And hopefully that will be correct. If not, well, we're back to the drawing board. Okay, there's 3 1/4. And okay. Let me think again now. Yeah, and now I'm going to cut this at 3 1/4. Sorry, you guys are just, if you can hear the wheels turning, it's smelling a little burning in here because I'm actually using my noggin. Okay, so now I'll bring this up so you can see what I'm doing. So this is half as wide as our page. Now I'm going to go corner to corner. And it just takes you a little minute here to get it all lined up. Okay, so there are our 2 half square pieces. Let's get, I think these will work. See, this is just about 1 inch. And this one, we're going to cut it at 1 inch. I want to cut my strings off here. Now we're going to give ourselves a 1/2 inch. We may have to do another one, but for right now we're okay. So now for down the one side, put your point at the top, bring it all the way over to the side, and cut. And go ahead and cut here, so you don't have any part of it really hanging over. And actually and then put your longest cut up, wait a minute, this way. Yeah, didn't do that quite right, but that's okay. I did want to try and give that a little bit more support, but I did not do it correctly. All right, so we're going to try it again. I'm going to go ahead and fold it first. And now I'm going to line it up. That's going to work way better. And then give this a cut while you still have it lined up. So now my point is going to have some substance to it. All right, so we can go ahead, let's see, we can go ahead and glue this one down. Come on. I might do better to put a pin in this as well and leave the pin in when my girlfriend who gave me these for my birthday also sent me with some new stainless steel pins with the, you can get these in the sewing section. Save a whole lot more money than trying to buy the ones that they sell you. Just saying. So, that I believe is what she did. Okay. So, now we're going to line this one up. Okay, and then we need to do the same thing. So all of these are going to be too short. I am going to leave, because I think I will be able to use a couple of the other ones. If it's less than an inch, I'm usually throwing it out. I've got so much black, I think I'll be just fine. So I'm going to grab a couple more pieces. And we're going to make them an inch. Yeah, I don't really need much more than that. So if these were close, I'd leave them, but they're not. And then this one, 1 inch. All right. All right, go ahead and fold them over, and let's hope this will be enough to get these two done. Now, you want to kind of, you don't have to take this piece all the way up into the corner. That'll make it really thick. So you can do one of two things. We can... All of a sudden it felt like I had a dog hair. We can come up and snip like like we're doing a, there we go. Okay, so this one did not get cut. I pushed it all the way into the corner, and then I put these together and I ran my scissors up from the point here to the corner and snipped. So it snipped these two, but not that one. I hope that makes sense. I will show you again. So now we can put this one down, flip it over, make sure that you've got it where it's where you want it. Take a moment, get it right, and then snip it. And yeah. Glue the part that's straight, not the part that's cut. And the other end has got both sides cut, so you'll know which end that is supposed to go. And then that cuts down the bulk. Okay? There we go. So there is one corner pocket. And then we're going to do this corner pocket, and they come together at the bottom. Let me get a piece of paper here. So we have one here, and we'll have this one here. And see, they come together at the bottom. So it's making a V. I don't know. I think I've seen some other people call something else a V pocket. So not positive, but now you do want your openings to be facing the longest side. Okay, which the longest side is what's going to go towards the, you know, the inside of the paper. So you do want that. So if you can line up, no, none of those are going to line up. Okay. So we'll just cut this end. And one thing we can do is put some glue down here. And just go ahead and let's get this first one right where it belongs. Okay, and I even got that a little bit too low there. And then cut it right here. And we're ready to go on to the next piece. I'm going to go ahead and fold that. Okay. Let me see if I can get you a little closer. Okay, so we have our piece here. Got a little bit of extra glue. Just get that out of the way. And we have our piece here that we're trying to measure to be able to cut. Now I'm going to take it and put it all the way into the fold. So it's all the way in. This will fold over it. So, you know, it's up to the fold. All right. And then I'm going to fold this one down and this one down. Make sure it's lining up with the center. Okay. I mean with the edge. So now, see, I'm holding, this is the one on top, so that's the one I'm holding, so I can do my scissors. I'm just running my scissors right up to the corner. Okay, so now you open that one up, and this didn't get cut, but this one did. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. And now I'm going to go ahead and put some glue, about a 1/2 inch out. I'm going to lay this, make sure that I can close it, run it right up the side. And that's just cutting the bulk. Okay, got a little bit of extra glue there. And because it is, if you need to go back and cut just a little bit more so that it will lay down nicely and get rid of the bulk, go right ahead. There we go. All right, so now we have these two that we're going to that we're going to glue down here, and then we will have our sheet and then little triangles here. Okay, so that's that build. This one, we're going to do a belly band. What did I drop? Ah, I will need you. Okay, and I have this piece, which, let's see, it is 4 4 inches, of course, by the 8.5. And I think that's good. And I think I have, oh no, it doesn't need to go that way, does it? So I need, let's see, I think I might be able to get everything I need out of that one. That used up a good bit of my papers. Yay. Let's see, is that going to, no, it's not twice the size. That's for sure. Let's see if this one is. Yeah, so if I fold this in half, then I can cut it. There we go. Let me just give this a quick cut. Oh, I didn't quite get it on. Let me get it a little bit more off of there. There we go. Okay. So, if a little bit sticks out, so be it. See, this is 2 inches. I can totally do with one of these. We're going to cut this at 1 inch. And we're going to score. At a 1/2 inch, and I'm going to bring you back out again. Ah! There we go. Okay, so we've got to score those. I think everybody knows how to do a belly band, but we're going to do it just in case you don't, because some of you, maybe this will be the first time you're doing one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these together, line them up, and we're going to go from the folded tip inwards and just take off a little teeny slice, like a little slice of pizza. From the folded edge, just a little bit of slice off of there, so just like that. And that's just going to cut back on the edges that we're going to see. We're going to put our art glitter glue down. Let me Get it on the edge. There we go. When you cut like this, you're not taking any of the folded edge off. You're starting at that very tip, but you're not actually cutting any of it off. Okay. Tell you, in July, I'm hoping everybody that wants to is gonna sign up. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, then I hope that you will join us and get lots of great ideas for Christmas. We've got a collaboration going on, myself and Terry Lee, Sweet Pea Papers. So yeah, we're hoping that, and it's very little on the demand side. One show and tell or tutorial a week. You can do more, but you must do a minimum of that. And so there's 4 tutorials or show and tells or a mix. Again, you can do more, which more the merrier. And then you can also you can do an intro, but it doesn't count as your one. You can do a walkthrough, like if you do a journal or something, but that walkthrough does not count. Those are just extra. Okay, so that, when you put these 2 down, when you put glue on both of these, which I'm not going to do yet, but you can go ahead and put that down, and that will give you a nice belly band. Okay? So that is that build. And then this one, you already saw me put this together for this pocket that we're going to do on the back of the 3rd signature. So now we've got all the building done. I just have to find enough paper to make all of this work. Yay! I will be taking you through a really good walkthrough on these so you can see how I utilized the paper and how I did stuff. Like I said before, if I do anything that's like groundbreaking, I will come back and discuss, chat you through it kind of thing, just like I did with the final builds on those pages. Okay, and then remember now the only other thing is I have the pieces and parts for that. I don't have the pieces and parts for this as far as, designer paper. So these are all going to be waiting for me to finish the box. Then I will know exactly how much paper I have left. So I believe our next video, I think I said this already one time, but then I wanted to get these parts done. But I believe the next video is going to be the box. Yeah! Okay, guys. Love you much. Mwah! See you back.